we'll get straight on with it, my brother. As long as it's Manny, my producer's happy with the sound and the picture.
Yeah, all good, man.
You're all good, yeah?
Yeah, all good.
You going to say hello to the champ or what?
Yeah, I already said hello, Tony. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Maybe how are you, lads? Okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Tony.
Yeah, but just give him a bit of respect, man. Fucking hell.
Oh, lad, we're all the same. No one's different. No one's more special than anyone else. Let's fucking crack on and get going.
Hey, mate, listen, you climbed off the canvas against Macabre and you fucking flattened him with some serious fucking left hookage.
We've all had our moments on the canvas. We all learn to fucking fight on. What we do now is more important than what we done then.
Yeah, that's true.
Being 40 plus, mate, and being a man is tough.
40 fucking 8, mate. Don't worry about that. 40 plus.
On your tail, lad. 42 and counting.
My next big one's fucking 50, mate. Right, we're going to get straight on with it. Are you recording, Manny?
Yes, mate, I'm recording.
I'm just going to go down the barrel on this one, not the phone, just to keep it easier, because this is a bonus episode courtesy of the Bellew machine, the bomber, the big left hooker. So, everybody, welcome to Froch on Fighting. My name is Carl, the Cobra Froch, former unified super middleweight champ and Hall of Famer. You know the script. I'm delighted to be joined with Tony the Bomber Bellew. And he detonated a bomb on my chin once upon a time. And I'm hoping, actually, Tony, to get the footage of that, because in the England squad, Rob went into the office the other day, Rob McCracken. He said all the lads were in there watching me spar Fowler, a go-go. I said, forget them. What about Bellew? And he went, well, it's all on fire. You know the little camera above the ring and at the side of the ring?
Yeah.
It's all there. And, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going down to Sheffield next week, and I'm going to do a bit of training, see what the pads feel like. And,
I always believed what happened in the gym should stay in the gym. But
yeah, it should when you're fighting. But come on, let's have a look, mate. Let's have a look at you flattening the Cobra.
No, they're never flattened. You know, it's just one of them shots that lands there can happen to absolutely anyone. It's just,
was it off balance or what? Let's just clear this up now. Was it a balance thing or was it a shot? He's closed his eyes. That means shut up, Cobra. Shut up, Froch. You got done.
Come on, what are you something to talk about?
Be honest though, I got off the floor and carried on, didn't I?
Yes, of course you did.
That's all the fans need to know. So we're going to do a mixture of boxing questions and unboxing. So I noticed last week you was in the corner with James DeGale. Now, how did that come about?
I've been friends with Chunky for 20 plus years. I've known Chunky since GB days. I've been around the world with him. I've boxed with him, and I'll always look out for him. Yeah, I love Chunk. I've known him a long time, and I've got loyalty to him. So I was just looking out for him, watching us back. And, you know, I went and spent Friday with him. You know, went to this way and the madness that ensues. And then we turned up on fight night and he had a plan and none of it went to plan. He ended up just getting stuck in. And it's just one of them things, Carl. You know, I'm not going to profess and say I liked it, but I get it. You know, he wants one more. You know, probably a person in a boxing ring. But you can never say never when people are throwing money at you.
Yeah, that's true. We'll probably come on to that in a minute with me and Darren too. But how did you find the bare knuckle? What's your thoughts of that before going into that and being ringside? Did you work his corner or was you ringside just helping him out?
No, I was there just supporting his team.
What did you think of the bare knuckle and the actual, like, what do you think of the bare knuckle? I find it quite brutal, but then I think, well, actually, boxing is probably a bit more brutal because you can take more punishment, can't you?
It is brutal, and it didn't feel to me like it's not boxing, is it? Let's be honest. It's chaos. It's madness.
Is it not boxing? Is it definitely not boxing?
That's not boxing. It's nothing like boxing.
Is that
head,
because?
Down.
Is that because of the level, or is that because there's no gloves?
No, it's just it's not boxing because it's not. You've got knockout boxing gloves on, so it's a scrap. It's basically it's one grade below a street fight.
But it's just fists, isn't it?
It's fists, but you're allowed to, grab people from behind the head and cage them in and pull them in. You're allowed to lock people's arms up. You're allowed inside basically what they call dirty boxing, which I'm all for, but it's damaging. And I didn't enjoy seeing my mate come out with his face smashed up. But ultimately he got the win. He's 1-0 in bare knuckle in BKFC, and I'm just happy he's okay. I'm there to support him and be there for him and make sure, basically no one tries to take advantage of him.
Yeah, fair enough. So he won the fight, didn't he? He got points, wasn't it?
Yeah, he won the fight on points. The guy should have been ideally disqualified. He headbutts him twice. He hit him in the bollocks a couple of times. Really? Hit him after the bell. He was doing everything he could to get Chunky off his game because obviously we know Chunky's a James is a far better boxer than this guy
Quality
ever was.
fighter, yeah.
Yeah, he's dangerous, he's slick, but like I kept reminding James, this is not a boxing fight. This is a street fight, and you have to have a fight with this guy. You have to nail him hard and get his respect, and then maybe you can box him later on in the fight, but that's not how it went down. The guy got straight into James. The dirty tactics were on show straight away. He didn't want to have a boxing match, which I don't blame him, because he was never going to beat him in a boxing match. He just wants to make it rough, ready. And he succeeded to a certain extent until Chunky picked off the better shots.
Yeah, well, fair play to Chunky. He got the win, did the job, and hopefully he stays away from it now, unless he's got the itch and he's loving it.
Fingers crossed, mate. I hope he does, but you can never say never. And listen, we've all got a price. You, me. No. If Elon Musk's got a price, we've all got a price, mate. You know what I'm saying? So Elon Musk's got a price to face Mark Zuckerberg. That means every single person on planet Earth has got a price. So if they find your price, so be it.
Well, that's a nice segue into my next question about the Misfits. I last saw you at the Misfits, actually, when Darren Till, who a lot of people might not know him. If you know the UFC, you will know him, but people in the boxing world may or may not have heard of him. He's had 3, I don't know if you call them professional boxing fights, but under boxing rules, he's had 3 matches against non-professional boxers. I saw you there, and you saw that Till went for me, didn't you? What did you make of that? Did you see any of that?
I mean, he didn't really go for you, did he?
Well, he was over the top rope, wanted to give me some slack.
He's laid the gauntlet down, yes. He's given you a bit of stick. You two have been back and forth on social media from the get-go.
Do you know him well? Are you his mate?
I know Darren, yeah. I know Darren. Darren's a good lad. Darren is I don't want to say he's misunderstood, because he's not, because what he says he actually means, but Darren's someone, he comes across as someone who you couldn't sit down with and have a conversation with. That's what you'd think at first glance. So you would think, how would I sit down and talk to this guy and arrange a boxing match? But believe you me, Darren isn't stupid. He's smart. He's not daft. And Darren is someone you could sit down and go, we're going to sort this out, and we're going to have a boxing match, and we're going to discuss how we're going to do it, on what kind of platform we're going to do. He could do that, but he comes across as someone who you go, he's nuts. You just think he's a psychopath, and he's actually not. He is quite smart. So what I will say, he's misunderstood. I think that's the correct word to use for that.
I think you're right there, because I've totally misunderstood based on what you're saying. I respect your opinion, and if you can sit down and have a chat with him, then that would be... Because just when I see him, I always just see him ranting and raving and think, fucking hell, what's up with this geezer, man?
Because that's the persona that he has. But listen, I'm not saying he doesn't mean that when he rants and raves, because he 100% does. But if you went to him, Darren, just chill out. Can we have a sit down and talk about this? Like, you know, is it possible? Because you're just ranting and raving. Can we talk? And he'd probably go, he'd probably say, you know what, dickhead? Yeah, we can. That's what he'd probably do. But
fair enough. You know what?
He is someone, and like I said, he's bright. But take that aside, his mixed martial arts, he's absolutely phenomenal. He's one of the best this city's produced. I mean, I only think of a few fighters that can stand up.
What about Paddy the Baddy? He's decent, isn't he? He's from Liverpool.
Yeah, Paddy Pimlet's a very good fighter. I still think overall probably Terry Hatton's the most talented the city's seen, but he just didn't get to fulfill that potential. Terence Hatton was fantastic, mate. Mark Scannon's a good close friend of mine. He was a brilliant fighter as well. We've had many come from the city. Darren Till's got the highest so far. Paddy Pimlet's done great. Molly McCann's done great. We've got some awesome talent. We've got a kid called Haye Willow coming through. He's a phenomenal young talent. Our city's bred to fight, Carl. It is what it is. But
crazy, isn't it? A lot of fighters from Liverpool. What do you make of me and Darren Till if we actually got in the ring and had a boxing match under boxing rules? Bearing in mind I'm 48, he's 30, is he 32, 33?
I think it's madness, but you two are going to have to do it to find out. So you've got to. First of all, the thing is you've got to want to do it. Do you want to go back to camp? And I know you'll say I'd need a couple of weeks. You don't need. You need some sort of camp. You have to go in to the gym 100%. And find out if your body can actually go through what you used to put through. And I understand it's not going to. I'm not talking about a 12 or a 14-week camp what you'd need, but you would have to go back to the gym, start sparring, and can your body go through it? And let's not kid ourselves. You ain't in your 30s no more. You're now in your 40s, closing in on 50s. Yeah. Your body is not conditioned the way it once was. I know you're still in shape because you're in fantastic shape. You look the part. You take your top off, you look like you could be, fighting still. But
genetically gifted, aren't
I? Yeah, but ultimately that's a look. That's not. looking at someone and then actually
No,
going
exactly.
through the mill.
That's
is
not
two
getting up in the
totally
morning at
different
6 in the
things.
morning, is it? And going
Exactly.
training and going in the gym and doing your strength and conditioning.
And Carl, when was the last time you sparred? Exactly. When was the last time you sparred? When was the last time you thrown a full blooded punch at someone, missed, and what happened to your joints?
Yeah, your elbows and that. I know what you're saying. I do a bit of body sparring still, but it's not head sparring. But I still let the punches go and land shots and soak shots up. But yeah, I know what you mean. A full head spar.
Yeah.
Then that's when you find out if you can do it. And I've not done that yet. So if I could hypothetically, if I get myself for a 6-week camp, get myself so I could do, I don't know, 6 or 8 3-minute rounds.
No.
What do you think in terms of a professional boxer that was at my level against
That's
Till?
what I'm saying. That's not even in the same stratosphere. You thinking that Darren could challenge Mikhail Kessler in his prime? That's what you're telling me. That's not possible. And someone doesn't. It's like me trying to say, okay, well, how do you think you in your prime would get on with Darren in the mixed martial arts in the cage? You're never going to be able to compete. That is absolutely ridiculous. But if Darren was 48 and you was Darren's age and you got in the cage, you stand a much better chance.
Yeah. So it's only a fight potentially because I'm an old man and he's fresh.
Listen, like I said, you're not an old man, but your body just ain't conditioned.
Not
and
young
no matter
man,
what you put in now, it can't rewind time.
No,
and this
absolutely.
is what fighters fail to understand. This is the reason why I don't entertain these things myself, because I can't rewind time. My body's not conditioned, let alone my mindset. When shit starts getting hard and you're 48 and you go, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
And you just go, so what am I doing this for? And you're just like, do I need this? You've just been smashed on your fucking conch. Your teeth are fucking getting walloped, and you're just like, what am I doing? I get it when we've been to a stage in our lives and we need it, and we're striving to be world champions, and we're striving to earn an extra couple of quid. But when you've earned and done all them things, and you go, like, what actually? I could only imagine doing that if it changed my life. So if someone comes to me and said, are you doing this? Now, I'm just talking from my perspective. I would go, right, there's only ways I'm getting out of bed is, does this change my life? If it doesn't, it ain't for me. And that's a big number that's going to have to change our lives.
Yeah.
Now, you've earned even more than I have. So it's going to take an enormous number to go to you. That could change my life. I'm not going to lie. It sells me. It does sell. Now, does it sell for me? No, I don't really want to see it, but I get why everyone else wants to see it.
Whose corner would you be in? That's what I want to know.
You've got stuff to say. You can never go against your own. And I've known you for, we've been mates for what? 15 years?
Yeah, probably more. I've been retired 11 fucking years.
Have you? Jesus Christ.
2014.
It's just, you don't go against, I've always been raised, you don't go against your own. But like I said, I've been mates with you for so long. I don't want to, I'm not wishing anything on you, both of you,
of course.
but success. And I want both of you to prosper and do well. I don't wish bad on anyone, to be fair.
Yeah, that's fair
but
enough.
I want to see you both do well. So, if you do agree and it does happen, let's just say it does, then I hope you both made an absolute shitload of dough and you both come out happy at the end. Whichever way it goes, it goes. But one thing that everyone will know is that ain't really the best version of you in that ring, and that ain't really the best version of him doing what he's been born to do.
Let's move on to you. Would you fight again? Like, would it have to be mega money? So let's say there was 10 million quid. Let's say there was 10 million quid and
that's
someone
enough.
like Jake Paul. Would you just jump into him? Would you? No problem.
I don't really want to, but that's the number. That's a number I go, okay, well, that's life-changing money. That changes my life. It changes my kids' lives. So I go, do I want to? No. Have I got any intention of doing it? Absolutely not. No. But I'm not stupid. I'm not going to say no. I wouldn't take it. Of course I would.
These strange opportunities sometimes come up, don't they? And you think to yourself,
you just never know. I don't want it, and I don't want to go back to camp. I'm a different person now. I'm not that horrible.
Well, I retired 11 years ago because I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't box at that top level anymore. I'd had enough. The desire was gone. I just thought, that's it. That's me.
After I fought Usyk, I just thought I couldn't beat the best. He's the best. And if I can't beat him, what's the point? I felt like I could have beat everyone, other cruiserweight out there. Well, I'd shown it. I'd been world champion. I went up to heavyweight, messed around with the former heavyweight champion of the world, beat him, came back down. He's just better than me, Usyk. So I thought to myself, I'm done. There's no
Yeah,
point in me
fair
being, what should I do? Let him go to heavyweight and then pick up all the vacant belts. And then everyone just goes, well, you know, you still lost to Usyk. It made no sense. So I just thought, walk away. I'm happy with what I've done. I've earned enough. I've done enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just.
You had a great career, mate.
It was all right, mate. I've done okay. Listen, I'm not the best. I'm not the worst. I'm happy with what I've got. I'm very content with where I sit, mate. From coming from where I'm from, and starting boxing at 15, sorry, and then and just being thrown in, and learning as I go on the job. You know, I had 47 amateur fights. In 47 amateur fights, I've lifted 3 ABA titles. I never lost a dual international for my country. I've been all around the world. And then I turned pro. I'm fighting for the world title in my 16th fight. And you just like, yeah, you just crack on. You just keep going. You just try your best.
Absolutely. Well, let's move on from me fighting again or you fighting again, because it's probably
a good subject to get off, champ.
Realistically not going to happen. Who's the nicest person in boxing and why?
Oh, the nicest person in boxing. I've met so many nice people in boxing.
Someone that we know, someone that we can say, yeah, we know him. You know, someone the boxing fans are going to know. What would you say is the nicest person?
One of the nicest people I met and got to know over the years. Well, I'll give you 2. Ricky Hatton was definitely one of them.
Yeah,
getting to know Rick and being around him and understanding the superstar and the magnitude of what he was.
Did you spend a lot of time with Ricky Hatton?
Not loads, but I spent quite a bit of time with him in his earlier days, before he fights Costa Zoo, after he fights Costa Zoo, going to the gym, being around Billy Graham, Paul Smith, Matthew Macklin, going to the gym and training in there, watching how it worked. Yeah, I looked at him. He's the only fighter, Carl, I've went into the gym and I've watched train and I've been in awe of him. I watched him train and I've...
The machine though, wasn't it?
Mate, I've never seen anyone relentless like him. It was non-stop. Bar bag, into the ring, in with Billy, constant 15 rounds on the body bag with Billy. It was relentless. It was non-stop. I watched him, mate. I watched him train on a regular basis. And I remember coming away just thinking, you're the standard. You're the level. If you're going to be if you're going to be that way, he's the level you've got to get to. And I just thought, you are amazing. And then
he's a perfect example for working hard and getting stuck in and not cutting corners, isn't it? That guy.
And then when I went and got to know the person he was, I just thought, just what a guy, what a lovely, lovely fella, what a great person.
I'll absolutely second that. The late
what
great
a
Ricky
lovely
Hatton,
guy.
what a man.
So I'd say he's one of the nicest people. I've been around people who I think sometimes he was too nice to box. 2 people come to mind. Anthony Crolla.
Yeah, I know Crolla's a good one. He's
Absolutely,
probably a nice guy, isn't he?
I spent quite a few years.
Crolla.
Yeah, I spent a few years around Ant. He's one of the nicest, most pleasant people I've ever got to know, and I love him. I think
Good
he's a
little
great
broadcaster
lad.
as well, Crolla.
He is good on the mic. He talks sense. He's a good young coach coming through. And there's so many nice boxers, you know. David Price, another one, an absolute diamond of a person. Lovely, lovely fella. Yourself is a good person. Do you know who's not liked? Well, that's the wrong word. Do you know who's someone who's very misunderstood, and he's changed an awful lot over the years? David,
Yeah.
People go on about David and the things but he's actually a decent person.
No, he's bang on, David. Listen, I've known David for years. We've been mates since the amateur squad. I was 21 when I walked into the Crystal Palace in London, and David was 18, knocking fuck out of someone. Yeah. And I just thought, what is he doing, man? He's only sparring, but he's just aggressive in the gym, aggressive on the bags. He's just fast, explosive. He's actually messaged me tonight. He's coming to Mansfield with his son Cassius, and he's popping to Nottingham on Saturday afternoon. Coming around.
What an athlete he looks like. He's a great tennis player, that kid, and what an athlete he looks like.
Yeah, Cassius doing really well. He's in Mansfield playing, which is round the corner from half an hour away from Nottingham. So he just sent me a voicemail. just as I got here tonight, saying he'll be here at the weekend. But no, David Haye is, you're right, he's a proper nice geezer, but he's a
Wish
ferocious
him luck
fighter.
when you wish Cassius luck when you see me. I always follow him and send him a message.
Have you seen the size of Cassius now? I mean, you've got 3 big lads yourself, and they've got 4 sons, but you've got 3 units, haven't you?
Yeah, mate, span 2 of them, the 17-year-old and the 20-year-old, they're both bigger than me. They're 6'4", and the 17-year-old mate is 107 kilos. He's now heavier than me, stronger than me. He wrestles. He's an absolute machine.
Who's the tall, slim kid that I always see you with at the boxing?
That's me. That's me, eldest son, Corey.
Yeah, what's his name? Corey, that's it. Yeah. No, he's a nice lad. I'm chatting to him.
He's a final year of uni. He's doing really well, mate. He's studying physiotherapy. He's bright. He's good looking. Looks like his mother. He must have her brains too.
Yeah, you can't be. You know that height and that when they can talk as well. He always holds himself well. Every time I see him, I think you must be proud of it. Well, he's proud of himself.
But listen, we've done all right. Rocco's doing well. I know he's a keen golfer, and when you've got 2 good parents raising kids, it shows. It shows in the kids. So we've just got to keep doing what we're doing with these kids.
Absolutely. So anyway, moving on. We've done the nicest guys in boxing. Who's the biggest knobhead in boxing?
Fucking hell, got a list.
Just give me 2. Give me the list if you want.
I don't know, because I don't like to. I don't really like to.
Mate, this is what we do here on Froch and Fighting. Just tell the truth. So if someone's a knobhead, if they want to tell you, if they want to have a word with you, they can do, can't they? They can sort it out with you. This might be an olive branch for a knobhead that you don't like that comes out and say, listen, tell me.
No, I mean, I've got 2 people that I'd say I never really liked or got on with in boxing, and there was reasons behind that. One was Nathan Cleverly. We never got on. We didn't like each other. Do I wish bad on him? No, absolutely not. No, I hope he's actually doing all right, and I hope he's doing good. And then outside of him, there was Adonis Stevenson. I didn't like what his past detailed, and you only have to look online to see what he was up to. But karma and life are strange things, you know what I mean? When you only have to look up at the character and the things of what he's done, and it tells you everything you need to know about the person. I could never do what he's done to people and women. So I don't like, certain people I like to, but I don't. I just believe the energy you give out, Carl, comes back. So
absolutely,
I just
how the universe
don't wish
works.
Bad on anyone, and I just think life catches up with you in its own way, makes believe.
Well, the universe has got a great way of when you give and you're good and you're kind and you're nice and Christian values, in my opinion, and a lot of people should really.
I'm not one for religion. I wish I've been trying to find things that. Listen, I'm just trying to find peace, mate. I'm 42 and I've lived a life.
The universe has a wonderful way, though. What I was saying is of being kind to you when you're kind to others, and if you give, you receive, and it's like if you give out badness and you give out negative energy, then it comes back on you. So in the last 5 or 6 years, I've just changed my thought process, and
I'm just mate. I'm so easygoing. I want to help as many people as I can, but at the same time, you have to help yourself before you can help anyone else. So
there's a passage in the Bible: do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And it's difficult sometimes, but that for me is a simple one. And love thy neighbour and be nice, be kind, and kindness comes back to you. So let's not pick a knobhead. Let's not.
Yeah, do you know what? I couldn't. I don't. I don't really know of any. Of all, you'd have to think about if we've been trained to fight our whole lives, you'd have a certain discipline and respect about you.
Absolutely,
I've just mentioned 2 people that, and you carry that respect with you in life usually. Like I've said, someone like Adonis Stevenson, you only have to look up what he was and what he's done. But do I like to believe that he was a different person when I come across him, or that he's a different person now? Absolutely, yeah, he's learned from his mistakes, but there's certain character traits that certain people have, and you can never change them, and they don't go. So, if someone...
You fought Adonis Stevenson, didn't you? Light heavyweight, you fought him.
Yeah.
You killed yourself to do the weight and then got fucking...
Yeah.
Did you get splattered or did you just get fucking knocked out?
No, I just got stopped on my feet. And, I've never been on the floor asleep. I've always got up and wanted to carry on. But the 2 times I wanted to carry on, thank the Lord or whoever watches down on me, that I was saved by a referee. So against Usyk, I'm up at 7 or 8. And against Adonis Stevenson, I didn't go on the floor.
You've never been knocked out, no. You got a spread eagle by Usyk, but you climbed up, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm up at 7.
Was you up at 7 or was it 9?
Up at 7, so read it, watch it back. Careful
I
where
watched
your
it
phone
back when he
scrolls.
said he was up at 7.
Careful
And I
where
looked
your
at it and
phone
thought, you know what?
scroll.
It was on his feet. Fair play to him, because you watched
Yeah,
it.
I'm on my feet, and
He was
thank,
up, mate. He was up.
whoever the referee was at that time. He just said no more, because
You was
I
ready to
would have
carry
gone
on,
out.
give you
Yeah,
that.
I'm ready
Absolutely.
to just get knocked clean out. But it's the punch you can't brace for that will do all the damage. And against Adonis Stevenson, I'm knocked out on my feet. Like, I didn't know where it was. If he's allowed to throw that next punch that Michael Griffin stops him throwing and jumps in the way,
Yeah.
he could have killed me. And I'm not naive enough and stupid enough to say in any other way he could have killed me without a shadow of a doubt. So,
Yeah.
and
You was brave enough. You was
yeah,
brave
but
enough
he
to want
was
to
one of the
carry on.
biggest punches I faced, mate. He's a monster. And I know I was dead at the weight. Yes, I was. But did it mean that I lost the fight? No. Just, he's a better man on the night. He was a better fighter than me. If I fought him at cruiserweight, I'd have done the exact same to him what he'd done to me. But guess what? It wasn't a cruiserweight. It was at light heavyweight. I only came across. I've beat every man I've faced apart from the 2 Lanil Ring magazine champions in Usyk and Stevenson. Yeah. I never felt out my depth with Stevenson. Usyk, after 7 rounds, and I don't care what people say about being up on the cards, I was out my depth. I was exhausted, and he made me exhausted, and that's the top and bottom of it. So,
just a top quality fighter, mate, and you did well. And you was ahead after 7 rounds, but
yeah,
it was only you're halfway there, aren't you? It's no good being 5-0 up and then losing 7.
No,
you know what I mean?
it's 7-5.
So.
Like I said, he was the best I faced. He figured me out. He knew what I was doing. He turned the tide, and he put it back on me, and I couldn't deal with it. So it's just one of them things, champ. We all. Well, I'd say we all come across, but he was just better than me. That's the only way I can explain it.
I came across one of them, mate, and Andre Ward. He was too good for me. I mean,
Dre's exceptional, mate. I must say he's one of the most exceptional and the most underrated fighters in the history of boxing, in my opinion. Andre Ward should go down as an all-time great and possibly one of the best inside technicians boxing's ever seen.
I don't know how you beat him. I don't know how you beat him. That's
the way to beat him. The way to beat him is to draw his mistakes and make him pay. So
a guy called Darnell Boom, I think it was, dropped him with a shot,
yeah,
a flash
knockdown. Darnell Boom. Listen, Kovalev dropped him and hurt him, but he's a soldier through and through. He gets up and he carries on. He knows what to do. You don't win Olympic golds and beat that Russian that he beat in the Olympic Games, who hadn't been beaten years, the way at Makarian or something like that. You don't beat them guys without being world-class, elite-level fighters. And I just think that's the difference. There's so many world-class fighters. There's very few elite-level champions. Yeah. He is the elite. And nobody can ever tell me he's not.
I was hoping to see him in Vegas when Canelo fought Crawford.
What did you think of that?
Yeah, well, I thought it was a great fight. I thought Crawford did really well. I think that Canelo was past his best. But talking about Ward really quick before going to that, I wanted to see Ward just to shake his hand and say, listen, I've said a few bits of shit. Well, I'll give you a bit of stick. A lot of it's tongue-in-cheek, but I respect you as a fighter. So if you're seeing this, Andre Ward, top fighter, I respect you, obviously. You beat me fair and square. I've never got a chance to see him on the night.
He'll know, Dre'll know that. I've spent time with him. As I say, I've done a couple of Creed movies and I've been around him. A lovely person, a really honourable, religious guy.
He does come across like a top man.
Mate, he's a really good person and he's got time for everyone. And believe you me, mate, he's about it as well. He is somebody who's about... let me tell you, I actually think he'll fight again. I think someone will draw him out because he's always in shape. He's always sparring.
Well, they called it on with AJ, didn't they?
He lives the life. He lives the life, Carl.
He mentioned AJ. I wasn't sure about that. He did mention AJ, but I don't.
And he's not small. He's a good size, mate. He's a good size light heavyweight. So I think the AJ thing's a bit mad, but it is what it is, mate. It's big paper.
Eubank Benn 2 coming up. What do you reckon to that? Good fight? Fight you want to see again, or have you seen enough?
The first fight's one of the best fights I've ever seen. You've got to look at, just watch the action from the first round to the last. I mean, that 12th round is just epic. 100% want to see it again. It's just...
Who wins it?
Oh, I don't know. I think you need to look at the really intricate details going into the fight.
Chris Eubank, the favourite? Junior?
He has to be after winning the first fight, but I'll tell you something. The tide moves slightly over to Conor Benn a bit more because Chris Eubank will be the one who needs more time to recover than Conor Benn, because the younger man, the younger body, the fresher body recovers faster than the older body. But at the same time, the bigger man, the stronger man will always come better late. And there's no getting away from them last 3 rounds. He came really strong.
Yeah, he did. Are you going to that one?
Yeah, mate, I'll be working. So it's I enjoyed working the first one. And me and Carlos will be working together. So yeah, it's a really good fight, and I'm sure there'll be other fights on the bill that get added to it. Matchroom always put on bumper shows, and they've been doing it for a long time.
I might get down myself, but I do want to get down. It's just whether or not I do. I've got a few other options on the night.
You're a busy man, mate. You've got that much going on, and you put out that much shit out there, lad. You do not stop.
It's good shit, though, isn't it?
Listen, you're happy, Carl, and you do well, and your channel's really good, and you put some really good stuff out there. So, yeah, mate, fair play. You crack on, lad.
Thank you for that, Tony. The best channel in the business. Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis. What do you reckon? Fucking ridiculous. £100 weight difference.
I think it's absolute madness. You call out AJ and then
fight AJ's leg.
And then you turn up against someone who's up to his waist. So
£100 lighter. That's like, fuck, how many stones is that?
Know, mate.
7 stones.
No, it's frightening. 130 against 230. It's worrying. But listen, people are going to tune in. I'm not going to lie. If this they should have on 10-ounce gloves and 8-ounce gloves. That should be the fair thing to do here.
Is it 12 or 10? Because I heard it was 12.
It's 10-ounce gloves, I believe, but I don't know for definite because I haven't paid that much attention. But I will tell you this right now. If Gervonta Davis hits him on the button, he's going out like a light. Because
even the size of Gervonta Davis,
even the size of him, Tank for me, on his day, is probably the most exciting fighter in the world. I love watching Tank. Like the guy's an animal. I'm not really fond of his misdemeanors away from boxing. I don't really like some of the things he stands for, but I don't really know him. But
that's fair enough.
As a fighter, one of the most exciting fighters on the planet, if not the most exciting.
I agree. Do you think he's lost his desire for the game now? Because he had a draw in his last time out, and he's been at the top level.
Lamont Roach, I thought he lost. When you're the whole fighter,
so he's looking to get a draw. And do you think he's thinking, "Oh, fuck this now! I've done enough. I beat Ryan Garcia in that big fight."
Can you blame him, no, Carl?
Not at all. No, that's what I'm saying. Do you think this is why he's fighting Jake Paul?
He's not getting fights, and he's just constantly. He's just not getting fights, and he's not consistent. He's got no. I don't know where his hunger's at, and he's earned the fortune.
Yeah.
Against Ryan Garcia, he gets paid an absolute fortune, and good on him, he earns it. He takes Ryan Garcia out in spectacular style.
Yeah, that was.
It's one of them. It's hard, and I don't.
Do you think it's a bit of a cash out for him? It's going to be big money for Jake Paul. Do you think he'd do a little deal? Do you know how people talk about deals?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh,
I don't think he'd go out like that.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't think that. I don't think Mike Tyson. If anything, he let Mike Tyson off the hook. He could have finished Mike. If I watched that fight, he could have finished Mike in that last round, and he stood back and showed him respect. Which people can call Jake Paul what they want, but that was a nice touch of what he done with Mike Tyson. He could have hurt him in that last round. He was gone on his feet. He was stumbling, Carl. All he had to do was give him one big head belt. And people can say what they want about Jake Paul, but one thing you can't deny is the kid can wallop. He knows how to turn up shots over. He knows how to punch, and he's trying to cram a whole career into a couple of years. Let's just say he's been in boxing 3 or 4 years, mate. He's coming up against fellas who have won world titles in the likes of Julio Cesar Chavez. Now I know he's a pothead and he's a mess and stuff like that, but fair play. You know what I mean? He's having a go.
Let's not get too carried away though. Jake Paul's for old men, ex-retired fighters.
I agree. I'm mixed martial artists. Listen, but he's fought a granddad in Mike Tyson, and he could have really hurt him, and it could have been a highlight reel knockout for him. He stepped back, and he showed him the respect. I don't like the fact that he was in with Mike Tyson. I'm disgusted. It annoys me.
I feel like Mike Tyson could have done something a bit earlier when he had the energy and let some more himself.
I think he comes out in the first round, and I think he gives it everything he's got. And basically, mate, he's a granddad, and that's what a granddad has in him. One round of magic. And let's be honest, it was 30 seconds in that first round. That was about it. There was a little bit of sharpness and speed, and then it was gone. Now Mike's getting in with Floyd, which is not. It's a freak show.
Yeah, crazy that is.
It's a freak show, but listen, people are going to tune in. Everyone's going to watch it. Everyone. We can all say this is a freak show. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. Well, it's obviously not that disgusting because you're all going to watch.
You're watching it. Yeah, we're tuning in.
I did as well, so I can't talk. So I can say it's a freak. But I tuned in. I watched on Netflix when Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul.
Well, I mentioned AJ earlier because Jake Paul was on about fighting AJ, and that's not going to happen. But what's AJ do now? Do you know? You got any ideas? Like, because I know you're quite close with AJ.
No, I have no idea. I haven't spoken to him for quite a while, to be fair. But
what would you like to see him do?
I'd just like to see him get back in the ring and be himself.
Would you like to see him get in there and fight and carry on?
I'd love to see him just get back in the ring and be himself. Just get in the ring and just let your hands out.
Who does he fight though?
Anyone who wants to have a fight with him. That's the biggest part. You just need someone who wants to have a fight with him, and he wants to have a fight with him.
Will have a fight with him.
I don't like the Ajit Cabell.
Moses Itauma will jump in with him.
Does he though?
I think he would try
right
that.
now.
Yeah, I think he'd have a go. I think he'd roll the dice, and he might not think it's a big dice roll, does he? He might fancy that.
I think he's the best prospect in the world. But if they're both under the same coach, how does that work? What's he going to do?
It's not gonna
One
work,
round each.
Yeah,
so I don't know. Listen, the fight we all want to see him with, it's going to plague them for the rest of the careers if they don't do it. Is him and Fury. We all want to see it.
Yeah. And what's happening with Fury? Is he vanished? Is he coming back?
I don't know. To see him in a boxing, I don't know, but I seen him at soccer. I had a chat with him, and like I said to him,
did he seem happy when you saw him at soccer age?
Yeah, and when I chatted with him, I just said, "You know what, mate? Are you happy?" And he said, "Tom, I really am." I said, "That's all that really matters in life, mate. You've got a lovely family, you've got a lovely wife. Go home to your kids and be happy, champ, because you've earned it." And he's earned an absolute fortune. He's made the most money out of any British boxing history. Good on him, well done.
Yeah, fair play to him. Absolutely smashed it.
Deserves it. He's earned every penny. So I only wish him well. A lovely lad. I've known him a long time, since sparring with him on a GB squad many years ago. To being in his gym, being in his company, sparring Eddie Chambers in the gym all the time with his uncle and Peter there and stuff like that. I think the world. I've really got a lot of time for his brother. I just think that they really are good people. Another one misunderstood, but another one with the bravado and the hype and the nonsense and the bullshit of all he talk. People dote on every word you say. Just speak to him and get to know him. He's a lovely lad, and I only wish them both all the success in the world. Like, you know, they might not be fond of me because I've got to have an opinion because I'm a paid analyst and journal and a pundit. But at the end of the day, I'm paid to give an opinion. I have to give it. Am I always right? Absolutely not. No. But do I stand on what I say? Yes. And do I give the reasons why I give the predictions what I give every single time? So that's all you can really do.
Well, moving on to someone who actually beat Fury twice, and we've already talked about him, Usyk, and we'll finish on this one because I appreciate your time, Tony, because you're always very generous with your time with your old mate, Cobra. But Oleksandr Usyk beat Fury twice, and what's next for Oleksandr Usyk? What does he do?
I have no idea. Whatever he wants. When I interviewed him on the London wheel, I sat with him and he asked me how was retirement and was it bored and whatever. I felt like he was probing me, asking me the questions when I was supposed to be asking him. Yeah. And I just said to him, "Champ, what more have you got left to prove?" And this was before the Fury 2 fight, which I predicted he'd win, which he did. And I just had a chat with him, and he was just like, I want to give back. So he wants to give back to Ukraine. He wants to be part of the coaching in the amateur system. He turned up at the World Championships on the semi-finals. And he just said, "I've got 2 fights left." And so basically he's had one of them fights now. So he's got one more left. And I'm just like, he's unbelievable at what he does, Carl. I don't know where he goes. I mean, listen, there's not a fighter more deserving in the world than Joseph Parker, in my opinion. But he's now got his next fight lined up. Yeah. And that's not a gimme, mate. Fabio Wardley's highly dangerous. It's one to watch.
Good fight, isn't it?
It is a good fight.
Parker Wardley, I'm actually looking forward to that. I think Parker does it with the experience and the skills and that.
I think he overcomes him. I think it's too big of a
Wardley punches hard. Wardley punches hard enough to make it a fight and then drag him into something and make it like so interesting.
Fabio's always in the fight, Carl. As he's shown against Justice Huni. It's next month, isn't it? It is next month, yeah.
Is it? We'll give that a little shout out, but never mind.
Is it November?
But that's 15th, a good fight. Fabio Wardley, Joseph Parker. Look out for that one.
It's a cracking fight, mate. It's a brilliant fight and an amazing venue deal too. You know, one of my favourite indoor arenas in the world. It's a fantastic venue.
And if Parker does the job, then maybe he'll get the Usyk fight and finish his career there.
I just don't know if that. You've got to look at Oleksandr Usyk and you've got to say, in his last 4 fights, he's probably generated in the region of 200 to 300 million.
Do you think I was going to say 200 mil, but bloody hell, mega, isn't it?
He's been to Saudi how many times, Carl?
And the Parker fight's probably not going to draw that attention. That's going
Exactly
to demand
my
that kind
point.
of
That's what
money.
I'm
And he's going
getting
to
to.
think, right, do I get 10, 15 mil?
Is he getting in the ring for less than 50 million?
Yeah. What's the
Is
point?
he really? Exactly. I mean, let's just put it this way: does him beating Parker enhance his career or his legacy? Doesn't really, does it? And that's what he has to weigh up. He obviously still has the hunger because, as he's touched on before, he doesn't live off motivation because motivation comes and goes. He lives off dedication. He's dedicated and disciplined, and he lives the life. He lives this life for Spartan. And what is driving him now? What is pushing him to his goals? Because he's achieved absolutely everything. He's gone to everybody's backyard and spanked them on their own patches. Yeah. He's done a lot, mate. There's no more he can do. He's a fantastic ambassador for boxing. He's an even better ambassador for his country. And I hope he walks away with his head held high. I'd hate to see time beat that man. Because I said my opinion was before he fought Anthony Joshua the first time, it's the only time in his career I doubted him. Myself, when I fought him, I thought I might have enough. But I was always 50-50 on it. But when he faced Anthony Joshua the first time, it's the only time I doubted him and thought, only size is going to beat you. And that's what I thought to myself. And then when I seen him in there with him, I thought, not even size is going to beat it. And then I predicted, everyone laughed at me for saying he'll be Fury once and then twice. Yeah. And then when he done it, I was like, the boy's on another level. And there's not a heavyweight. I think the only match for him that could cause trouble, and I know this, he's not ready right now, is Moses Itauma. Yeah. He is the only fighter I believe. Because you can't throw him in with Oleksandr Usyk when you haven't been past 6 rounds. It's unfair to the lad. The boy needs to be given the right amount of time. And to be fair to him, that's one thing his promoter has been brilliant with his whole career. Yeah. Frank Warren knows how to take fighters from the bottom and get them all the way to the top and manage them correctly with the right fights at the right time. And as you've just seen, he timed it perfectly with Dillian White. He's been doing it his whole career. And no one can take that away from him. He knows how to produce them. What happens at the top and the highest level, there may be different things, but he's done it before. He's done it from scratch with someone like Joe Calzaghe. He's done it with various fighters. He's took them from the very bottom all the way to the top, and it's through perfect timing of fights. He picks the fights at the right times, and no one can take that away from him. Yeah,
I agree. You can't chuck a timer in with Usyk. Usyk, I'd like to see him hang his gloves up, like you've pretty much said, but he does not. He wants that one more, and it's going to be a difficult one. Maybe Fury. Fury came out and said, "Listen, I want to try and beat Usyk. Maybe he'd have one more go." But Fury's been out too long now, I think, and he goes big between. He goes heavy, Fury. So I don't know if
whatever it is between all of them, I just hope they all finish on a good note and they're all happy. I'd hate to see them walk away from boxing and not be happy. I hope they've all done amazing. They've all earned a fortune.
Yeah.
They've all done the countries and the families proud. I hope they all walk out on top.
Can you imagine Usyk letting time beat him? That'd be terrible. That'd be such a disaster.
Be criminal.
Because he's such a quality fighter. But anyway, Tony, listen, mate. If there's anything you want to add, anything you want to say?
Champ, I'm done. I'm off to bed, lad. It's 10. Me missus is absolutely furious, lad.
Yeah. Well, listen. Tell her the Cobra says thank you very much. And if she knows who the Cobra is, I'm sure she does. 4-time world champ, Hall of Fame. We'll just let her know I was the one that boxed at Wembley in front of 18,000.
She knows, don't worry.
She'll be all right.
I'll let her know she knows well again.
And I've married a fellow Scarser as well, tell her, so she'll be happy with that.
Listen,
Tony, thank you very much, mate. Always a pleasure. And hopefully I'll see you soon, mate. We'll catch up soon.
Definitely, champ. Stay in touch.
Take care, bro. See you later.
Bye-bye, my mate.